The Battle of Kurukshetra, the epic war of Dharma. The Battle of Kurukshetra, one of the most iconic wars in Indian history and mythology. A war not just for land or kingdom, but for righteousness, justice, Dharma. This legendary conflict, described in the Mahabharata, shaped the destiny of Bharatvarsh and left behind lessons that echo even today. Let us unfold the story of this 18-day war, the strategies, the heroes, the turning points, and the eternal philosophy it gifted to humanity. Introduction to the conflict. Kurukshetra, a vast plain in present-day Haryana. Here stood two mighty armies, on one side, the Pandavas, champions of Dharma, guided by Lord Krishna. On the other, the Kauravas, led by the valiant Duryodhan, supported by legends like Bhishma, Drona, Karna. The root of the dispute lay in the throne of Hastinapura. After deceitful gambling, injustice to Draupadi, and failed peace attempts by Krishna, war became inevitable. Both sides gathered allies, forming one of the largest armies described in ancient texts. The battlefield and the armies. 11 Akshohinis for the Kauravas, 7 for the Pandavas. Millions of warriors, horses, elephants, chariots, the earth shook with preparation. Even before the first arrow was shot, Arjuna stood in doubt and sorrow. Facing beloved teachers, relatives, and friends across the battlefield, he questioned the very purpose of war. It was then that Krishna delivered the Bhagavad Gita, illuminating the path of duty, karma, and detachment. Strengthened in spirit, Arjuna picked up his bow. Gandiva, the war had begun. Highlights of the war, day by day flow. Days 1 to 10. Bhishma Parva. Bhishma, the grandsire, commanded the Kaurava army. His valor was unmatched. The Pandavas struggled, losing thousands. Finally, guided by Krishna, Arjuna placed Shikhandi in front of him, and Bhishma, bound by his vow not to fight Shikhandi, lowered his weapons. He fell, yet lived on his bed of arrows, blessing both sides. Days 11 to 15. Drona Parva. Dronacharya took charge. To stop him, a strategic deception was used. News was spread that his son Ashwathama was dead. Drona dropped his weapons, and Drishtadyumna killed him. The war intensified with rage and sorrow. Day 14. Ghatotkacha's sacrifice. Karna unleashed the Vasvi Shakti astral weapon to kill Ghatotkacha, saving the Pandavas that night, but losing his only undefeatable weapon against Arjuna later. Day 15 to 17. Karna Parva. Karna became commander. A fierce duel between Arjuna and Karna shook the battlefield. His chariot stuck in mud, weapon exhausted, Karna sought the rules of war. Arjuna shot him down, ending one of the greatest warriors of the age. Day 18. Final clash and end of war. Shalya led the final defense but was defeated. Bhima, remembering Draupadi's insult, fulfilled his oath by killing Duryodhan in make combat, striking his thigh, against the rules but inevitable for the ending of adharma. By sunset, the Kaurava dynasty lay shattered. Only a few survivors remained. Aftermath and legacy. Victory came to the Pandavas, but it was a victory soaked in grief. Almost all sons, friends, and relatives perished. Yudhishthir accepted the throne, yet with heavy heart, learning that war leaves no winners, only lessons. And the greatest gift the world received was the Bhagavad Gita, a timeless guide on life, duty, discipline, and spiritual wisdom. The Battle of Kurukshetra was more than a war. It was a clash of ideologies, dharma versus adharma. It teaches us that duty must be upheld, decisions must be righteous, and power without morality leads to destruction. This epic continues to inspire millions across the world even today. If you enjoyed this narration and would like more historical epics and mythological breakdowns, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.